Hi, this is Brandy again. I wanted to share with you guys something that I put in place for myself over the last couple of days. I have found that often through the busyness of my life, I have my normal 9-to-5 job and doing things that I am online, and of course I have a daughter in college, and so often I get really busy and I get disconnected from the things that are of importance to me, my own personal connection with my beliefs and my values. And so I decided to put a system in place that would help to remind me every day to connect with what I believe is the core of who I am. And I've done that through a system of tracking and challenges that I've put in place for myself. So I'd like to be able to show you guys how I did that. Maybe there's some areas in your life that you would like to make routine in your day-to-day walk. Maybe there are some things that you would like to keep track of as far as maybe how you get something accomplished every day. If you're trying to figure out what's the best way to get something accomplished, this is also a good system for that. A good example would be maybe a cleaning routine and what works for you with your life schedule. Maybe this is a system that could help work towards developing a schedule for you that would work for your lifestyle. But I wanted to show you what I've got in place now, what I believe is going to work really well. I may give an update later on as to whether or not this has done the trick for me, but I'd like to be able to show you what I've done. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, this is my Love Doki. I believe it's called a Traveler's Notebook that I purchased off of Amazon. It's too cute. I absolutely love the color of this. All I have on the inside is just a little bit of stickies. I don't have a lot of things in here. I don't really need that for this particular setup, but this is a Midori Cousin insert, and I really like the way that pen writes on these inserts, but I use a friction gel pen and I really like the way that writes. But all I've done on the very front is just acknowledge what I'm using this particular notebook for, which is for challenges and tracking. And so this one doesn't actually flag anything just yet, but I think it's really cute how you have the little square at the end of one and the little rectangle or a triangle at the end of the other. So anyway, when we open up the very first page, what I've done is just list the month and year, and I like to give myself a little quote that just kind of keeps me motivated. I really like this one. It's what we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. I don't actually know who quoted that, but it's very motivating to me to kind of step out of my comfort zone and take care of business in a new and fresh way. So anyway, then we get over to my very first page, and this is what I'm calling my challenge. I like to make sure that I'm connecting each day to my own personal values and beliefs. And I've used this, and I've just labeled it connection, and this is 1 through 30 for the days of the month. And then all I'm doing out to the side is I'm writing how I connected with my beliefs and values in that day. Oftentimes, there's going to be more than one thing listed there. But my hope is that I can make sure that every day I am staying focused on that and I'm not losing track of what is most important to me. So that is why I have this particular challenge page first. So whenever we go over here, this is going to be my habit tracking. And these are things that I want to make sure that I'm implementing into my daily life. Hopefully once they become habits, I can stop necessarily tracking that and move on to something else. But for right now, these are the main things that I want to make sure turn into habits. I have a morning routine, and I'm not going to go into that with this video, but I have a morning routine that I want to make sure that I'm doing every morning to get me motivated and prepared for the day. And so that's what that is. Mission and planning. I believe that you should always, this is, once again, my belief is that you should always keep your life mission in mind, and that you should prepare and plan your days around what your mission in life is. This next one is cleaning. I want to make sure that instead of waiting for just one day of the week to do the entire cleaning of my home, that I separate that out and am doing that a little bit each day, so that it takes up less of my time in the overall scheme of things. Scripture is just for my writing purposes. Gratitude, I want to make sure before I go to bed at night that I'm going to bed with a grateful heart. Reading, there's going to be another page as we kind of move along that I haven't done yet, but I will, of the different books that I want to read, and I'm going to track how many pages I'm reading each day. I want to make sure that I amp up my educating myself, learning things that are of importance to me. I typically read nonfiction, so it's more of a self-improvement type thing, but I want to make sure that I'm focusing on doing that every day. Yoga, yeah, well, I'm just now starting, so we'll see about that. And then once again, in the evening before I go to bed, that's whenever I want to actually do my daily planning for the very next day. So this is what I've got so far, and the only thing that I know for sure I will be adding is my reading tracker and a list of books that I want to read. So I will do this each month. And like I say, this is September. October may change, but the idea for this particular journaling system is the same. It will be for my challenges and my tracking. So that is my little Love Doki journal, of which I'm loving at the moment. I hope you find that helpful. We'll kind of see how it progresses over the next couple of months, but my hope is that it becomes a routine for me to utilize that system and make sure that the things that are important to me remain important to me and are shown throughout my life and in my day-to-day walk. So we'll kind of see what happens. I would love to hear of any tracking systems that you have in place. I'd love to hear of any challenges or successes that you may have had with a system that's similar. So I welcome you to leave your comments below. And of course, I'll leave the links to, well, actually, I just got both the Midori and the Love Doki from Amazon. So yeah, well, there you go. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.